The Dominion is evil. And the prophets tell us that evil must be opposed.
You'll get no argument from me, Vedic. But protests and demonstrations aren't going to change anything. They're just going to cause trouble for everyone.
Then what would you have us do to oppose the Dominion?
I don't think there's anything you or the other Vedics can do right now.
I see.
This is different than the Cardassian occupation.
Is it? Bajoran freedoms are being curtailed one by one. You're becoming an apologist for them. What will it take to make you act, Kira, to stop accepting them and start fighting back?
Rocks and Shoals is a title which reverberates throughout the characters' arcs during this rich, satisfying episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. But to truly understand how the title supports the masterful thematic and character work in this episode, I'll have to spend some time exploring the varied meanings of those words, rocks and shoals. And like the unique, complex season in which it resides, the rich meaning lodged in this title serves to make it a trek for all time. As a former English teacher, I just love the varied meaning of words. There's so much fun flexibility in our language, and the Deep Space Nine creators make use of that with the title for this Season 6 episode. So let's take a look at the varied meanings of the word rock, and how it represents the thematic and character-centric development of this episode. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, the transitive verb meaning of the word rock has several layers. Among them, the following are the most pertinent to this episode. The first definition is this: to cause to sway back and forth, such as when a boat is rocked by the waves. Or, another definition is to astonish or disturb greatly, such as the scandal rocked the community. With these definitions in mind, let's look at Kira's journey throughout this story. Kira succumbs to the dangers of routine. We are naturally inclined to seek out and establish routines as a means of feeling safe and secure. And despite the Dominion controlling the station and warring with the rest of the Alpha Quadrant, Kira goes about her daily routines, hopping on a turbolift to get to work, sipping coffee handed to her by a Cardassian, and reviewing reports, spending time with Odo. During this episode, we see that she just kind of accepts the presence of the Jem'Hadar and the Cardassians. It's become normal. And the simple artistry of the repeated mirror scenes demonstrate this shift in Kira's personal journey, and it does so without dialogue, solely relying on the Nav visitor's performance. At the beginning of the episode, she wakes up smiling, but by the end, she wakes up disturbed greatly by herself. It is in these parallel scenes which our definitions for rock are rooted. Kira sways back and forth in this episode, and definitely in the following, concerning her response to this new occupation of Bajor, and indeed the Alpha Quadrant. The great internal struggle for her in this episode is this: does she seek comfort and bide her time, or does she actively resist? As a former terrorist, her impulse to resist should be strong, and that is the astonishing disturbance she experiences within herself. She has become a comfortable collaborator. When Kira is forced to wake up to her comfortable acceptance of life on the station, her world is rocked.
I keep going over it and over it in my mind. can't believe that I stood there, ready to use force to stop a protest against the Dominion. Me. When I was in the Resistance, I despised people like me. I'm a collaborator, Odo. We used to have a saying in the Resistance, if you're not fighting them, you're helping them. Half the Alpha Quadrant is out there right now fighting for my freedom, but not me. I'm eating a full meal every day, sleeping in a soft bed, I even write reports for the murderers who run this station.
And in a way, the shallow peace Kira experienced within the routine of daily life on the station is where the other word of the title is found, shoal. A shoal is a sandbank or sandbar which makes water shallow, or it simply means shallow. Yes, the shallow surface-level peace on Deep Space Nine means little, while the Alpha Quadrant burns with war. And that's the incredible journey Kira goes on in this single episode of Star Trek. Not enough can be said about Nana Visitor's performance in this episode. It might be one of her best outings as Major Kira because of the wide range of emotions, their subtlety, and the complete arc within the story.
Yasmin was right. I have to do something. I have to start to fight back.
Oh, that would be a mistake. Active resistance will trigger a crackdown.
Odo, I don't want to end up fighting you too. But if I have to, I will.
But Kira's story is only one half of the episode. Crashed on a barren world, Sisko and his crew are pursued by Jem'Hadar, who are dangerously low on Ketracel White, and their Vorta, Kevin, believes his hold over the Jem'Hadar will dissolve when they realize that they have no more White. Because he sees them as mere animals controlled by their dependency on White, he fears them. He reaches out to Sisko and offers him an immoral deal.
There are 10 Jem'Hadar soldiers on this planet, Captain. And that is the only vial of Ketracel White we have left. When it's gone, my hold over them will be broken, and they'll become nothing more than senseless, violent animals.
Why are you telling us this?
I'm ordering the Jem'Hadar to attack your base camp in the morning, but I will provide you with their precise plan of attack. You should be able to kill them all.
They are own men.
Yes.
Why are you doing this?
That's a communication system. Once you've taken care of the Jem'Hadar, I'll give you the comm system and surrender to you. I'm going to order the Jem'Hadar to attack your position tomorrow, regardless of whether you agree to my terms or not. So you can either kill them, or they'll kill you.
Sisko's contempt for Kevin is just wonderful, and, I share it. But what's even more wonderful is Ramadan unshakable commitment to his identity as a loyal tool of the Vorta and the Founders. Victory is life, as the Jem'Hadar say. To Ramadan, victory might not mean the defeat of an enemy, but an unwavering commitment to the order of things.
It appears you have a decisive advantage.
To fight a battle under these circumstances would serve no purpose. I'm prepared to offer terms.
The Vorta did not give me the option to surrender.
Keevan's betrayed you! He gave us your entire plan of attack last night.
It was obvious that approaching your position from this canyon was a deliberate tactical error on his part.
Keevan doesn't deserve the unwavering loyalty you're giving him.
He does not have to earn my loyalty, Captain. He has had it from the moment I was conceived. I am a Jem'Hadar. He is a Vorta. It is the order of things.
While Keevan's commitment to those he leads is frustratingly shallow, Ramadan's commitment is rock solid, steady. And there in their opposing expressions of commitment are found the words in the title. Keevan, the shallow shoal, Ramadan, the unshakable rock. And although Sisko's crew does defend themselves against the Jem'Hadar, eventually killing them, And Sisko does so with a pained respect for Ramada clan. And we, the audience, sympathize with the Jem'Hadar and are disgusted by the opportunistic political machinations that the Vorta are so well known for. With so much complexity of character, of theme, of meaning for the words rocks and shoals, this episode of Star Trek will always be a trek for all time.
You know, Captain, if I'd had just 2 more vials of white, you never would have had a chance.
Chief, take him back to base camp, then get to work on that comm system. Lieutenant Neely,
Sir.
form a burial detail.